I hope everybody's doing okay. Me, I can't complain. Don't do no good. Nobody wants to hear it. Where did I put them others at? Don't mind me. I'm trying to find something real quick. I knew they were laying there somewhere. Well, I'm your host, 420 Jim. Welcome. I'm a cannabis advocate. Been on the road for 10 years. I come off the road this last year to get eye surgery. Now I'm headed back on it for one last year. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. And if you believe in that statement, you can sign the petition online at 420gym.com. Oh, goodness sakes. Well, it says somebody joined in. Y'all don't be shy. People joined in. Please leave a comment. Say hello. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, anything like that. It's, I know I got a lot of people on Facebook. They don't like the YouTube because it's different, but Facebook won't save my lives no more, so I had to move them over here. I don't know, maybe eventually I can get them to merge and do them both. Who knows? I'm going to have to check into that, but I have so many other things on my mind I don't even think about it until I'm talking on this. Isn't that something? But I am a little happy with the YouTube because, hey, how you doing? I've picked up, about 60 new subscribers this week. Hello, how you doing? So I'm happy with that. I'm not even out on the road yet. Once I get back traveling on the road, I'll probably pick up a lot more every week. Hi. I make headlines like that. I'm a cannabis advocate. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. We need to get it out of the class 1 and class 2 narcotic range. And I'm getting ready to do my final year touring around with a petition. And I put a new paint job on the vehicle. Hope you like it. Oh, new LEDs too. Hey, Mr. Will, what are you doing, my friend? Let me kind of wipe it. Had a haze to it. That looks better. Whoever thought I was in jail, you're not a very bright person. You're not a very bright person, but no, I'm not the one you're thinking of. Been in jail for nothing like that, dumbass. People got to troll. Could have been. I've been on the road. I was on the road for 10 years, traveling to 36 states. Hey, Will, driving, huh? Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Screenshot and sign that petition. Gotta admit, she's awful purty. If you can't scan the petition, go to my website, 420JIM, 420jim.com. Sign the petition. Help release all of our cannabis prisoners. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Come on. Get with the program. Move, Jack. Move. Move, Jack. The old guy's hard of hearing. Hang on a minute. Oh, sorry about that. Had to move the old boy. He's hard of hearing. Oh. Let's see what. Well, you know what? You don't hurt my feelings at all. And stupid comments, dumb comments, troll comments, a comment is a comment. Every time you interact with the algorithm, that's the point in my favor. So do what you got to do. You don't bug me at all. Hey, Will, here's not bad for $12.50, huh? That's that TV. Frank, if you happen to see this, it's because I don't have the hotspot on it right now. But before I went live, that's what I was doing. Watching Swamp Man. That's a pretty cool little device he got me. Because I couldn't afford a smart TV. But I bought that one for $12.50. That TV I just showed you. A whopping $12.50. Oh, I always have a great day. Thank you. I always have a great day. Yeah. I hand out these little figurines that remind people of Jesus. I let people know they all need a little Jesus. I have a great day every day. Thank you. Appreciate that. I hope you have a blessed day too. So, yeah, that was a damn good deal on that TV. I'm going to go back tomorrow and see if they have that other one for $20. Because it's half off Wednesday. I'd get it for $10 if they do. Can't beat that. Oh, shucks, I feel a sneeze coming on. I feel a sneeze coming on. You're going to have to excuse me in a minute. Excuse me. I felt that one coming on. Good for you. Good for you. Oh, that's so stupid. Yeah, hey, no, I'm not in Austin, Texas. No, send the drone. I'm in Graham, Texas. Yeah, Graham, you got it wrong. If you're going to send the drone, send them to Graham, Texas. Yeah. Yeah. Gooseneck Cemetery Road. Just send them to the cemetery, because where you need to send them is right next to the cemetery on Gooseneck Road. Out there at Awesome Possum. Send them there. We'll be waiting for them. You're so full of shit, my eyes are brown. Uh, you don't have very good technology if you think I'm even in Texas. uh, hey, how you doing? I resemble that remark. Thank you. I resemble that remark. I'm from my dad. Probably his left nut because I ain't never been right. But if you mean where I grew up, oh, between Florida, here, there, everywhere. I've lived coast to coast. I drove tow truck coast to coast. The last 10 years of my life now, I've been driving around coast to coast, making headlines like that. Because I don't believe nobody belongs in jail for weed. And if you don't think people belong in jail for weed, you should be on the petition too. Oh, I don't care if you think I look handsome or not. I don't care about that at all. Beauty skin deep, and in the eye of the beholder. So yeah, think what you want, how you want. Hey, Will, how you doing? Someone's trying to hurt my feelings, saying I don't look handsome. Hell, the truth is the truth. You know what I mean? I never did say I look handsome. You know? Cannabosum. I'm smoking cannabosum, which is the Hebrew word for cannabis, which William Randolph Hearst, that started yellow journalism, called it marijuana. But if you want the technical data, that's it right there. This particular batch is Government Oasis. Government Oasis. The last little bit of that. I still got a little bit of the Cheech and Chong. I still got a little of the Cheech and Chong Stadenka. Not a lot. Gram and a half. And I still have a little bit oh, what was that? I can't read. Yeah. Oh, there it is on the back. Never mind. No wonder. Hot lava. Hey, it's nice to meet you too. Hey, well, thank you. How about my name? You like my name? I saved this newspaper because it's the first paper in 2020 that printed my name right. My name was changed in 2019. And then a few months later, this is the first paper that put my name, my new name in it. I've been in lots of papers with my old name. If you're to Google my name, you'll see a couple hundred stories about me on the internet. Most of them are true. Let me show you my real name. First name is Four, Four. Middle name is 20, Twenty. Last name is Jim. Yep, 420 Jim. I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. Well, thank you. That happened July 8th of 2019. What's this? This day, the 8th day of July 2019, my name became 420 Jim. There's the judge's signature and everything, and there's the embroidered seal certifying it. That is a certified copy of a court record. Like I say, this ain't about me. Nobody belongs in jail for weed. Nobody. And have you seen my vehicle yet? I'm not talking about what I just showed you in the newspaper. I painted that. That ain't around no more. I painted that. Have you seen? And that was called the Cannabis too. Since then, just in the last 2 months, I painted the RV for my new trip to DC. So it's got a brand new paint job and a new name too. Now it's called the Cannabago. And the reason I called it the Cannabago is because it's a 1987 Winnebago RV. So I like to call it the Cannabago. Who wants to see it? If you want to see it, let me know. I'll take y'all out and show it to you after I. That her name? It's all right name. Hang on, nobody. What? Hang on a minute. Oh, I'll take you out here in a minute and show you the motorhome. I'm going to plug in the outside light. The LEDs, they're on. But I have an outside light I'm going to plug in so you can kind of see the body of the motorhome. It used to have approximately 30,000 tags on it. And what I mean is where people take a marker and write on it, whatever they want to write. Well, after I painted it, there were no tags. This weekend, I parked over here in our town market parking lot where they had a little meet going on. Open air market, and I let people tag it. So now it has the first, probably 100 tags on it. I'll show you. It's got about the first 100 tags on it now. Well, it's not a van. It's a 30-foot RV. Yeah, that's smoke. Yeah, that was smoke from Bud. Absolutely. Let's see if this light works. Oh, yep, that one works. And this is the website, 420 Jim. Look that up on the computer. That's the QR. And here's the Cannabago. Let me point that. And you can see where I let people start tagging it this weekend. And throughout, there's probably 100 tags on it already. They'd be 30,000 or more by the time I get to Washington, D.C. and back. Yeah, I live in that van. Yeah, it's a mobile billboard. I drive it state to state, fighting to get our cannabis prisoners out of jail. I've been to 36 states. I've been from California to Maine. Oh, I smoke like a chimney, my friend. I quit everything else. 20-some years ago, I quit cocaine. 6 years ago, I quit alcohol and tobacco. Now the only thing I do is cannabis. And every once in a while, I might be guilty of eating a mushroom. Getting ready to head back out on the road in a couple of weeks, the first week of April. Headed to Florida, then Washington, D.C. If enough of you people sign the petition, by the time I get to Florida, if I have 10,000 signatures, I'll pull a permit to do a march in Washington, D.C. But everybody's got to help me help them. Oh, I love handing out these little figurines that everybody thinks looks like Jesus. So yes, I am a Christian. Yes, I am. And if you look in the Hebrew Bible, like if you noticed, I called it cannabosum, not marijuana. Look in the Hebrew Bible, or better, go to Google and say marijuana and the anointing oil. You're going to get a surprise. Marijuana was in the anointing oil. You don't believe me? Go look it up in the Hebrew Bible. We're supposed to be eating and using a plant, in its plant form. We're not supposed to be smoking it. It's like we're not supposed to smoke corn silk and tobaccos, but we do. Oh, well, thank you. God has been with me this whole journey. If you knew the whole story, you would know that. My first one burnt down, and boom, I got this one. I tried to retire, gave this away. First, I tried to sell it on auction, and a troll ruined the auction by overbidding. So I gave it to a vet. 2 months later, my family lost their home from the plague, and they came back to Phoenix, and I had nothing. And the vet called me up the second time and said, "Yo, man, come get it, you need to get back on the road." And that was 4 years ago or better or whatnot, and I've been on the road since. Except this last year, I had to get retina surgery. But this is nothing. This is nothing. This is where Neil Armstrong grew up. That's nothing. I just keep this one laying around because it's the first newspaper after the judge changed my name that legally put 420 Jim in print as my name. Many newspapers and television news called me 420 Jim because my first name was Jim. But on July 8th of 2019, I went to a courthouse in Kingston, Tennessee, in front of the probate judge. And I asked him, I said, "Your Honor, could you make my first name, which was Jim, my last name?" And he said, "Sure, I can do that, but you got to have a first name." And I said, "How about 4?" And he says, I can do that. And he says, you want a middle name? And I said, how about 20? And he said, I can do that. You want your last name to be Jim? And I said, yeah. And he picked up that gavel and he knocked that doggone little disc on the judge's bench and said, so declared. Oh, come on. You know I love it when you fools want to come on here and play around and call me a liar, you know. And I'm not that shy. I'm not that shy at all. Because, see, you know, I walk up to cops and ask them to run my license. And they say the same thing. They say, is that a real license? And I'm like, sure it is, officer. And there you are. My name is 420 Jim. My last name's Jim. That is a legal driver's license. But, you know, there's still others that say, oh, yeah, bullshit. But how come I would have the order? It's Father ordered and adjudicated that on this day, the 8th day of July, 2019, my name was declared 420 Jim. Judge's signature, the clerk of court signature. Oops, look at that. The embroidered official seal. Yeah. Once again, proving what you don't know. You may hate my name and not like it, but I doggone can sure prove it. That's my name. Hell, just Google that name. You'll see my face all over the internet for 10 years. I don't just talk the talk like you little keyboard warriors do. I walk the walk. Hey, thank you. Oh, yeah. You know, someone, Saturday and Sunday, I let people tag the RV for the first time after the new paint job this weekend. And let me show you this one tag that I like here. I like them all, but this is one of my favorite hits. I like that one. I like the design they did there. And then here somebody did me a cactus with the eagle and the mountain background. Oh, I guarantee you by the time I get back from DC, it will have tags front to back everywhere. There'll be between 30 and 50,000 tags on it. Thank you. As long as I can afford it, I want to hand these out. I handed about 100 of these out this weekend. And I love the joy. You know, people come up, I'll tell them about the petition and everything, and before they leave, I ask them if I can give them something, and, you know, 90% of the people automatically say yeah. And I say, here, everybody needs a little Jesus. And I try and make sure everybody gets a little Jesus. There have been 2 people in the 500 since I started giving away. There have been 2 people that, like, no thanks, no, you know, or this, that, and the other. But that's cool. I mean, that's cool. I don't push no belief on nobody or nothing. To sign the petition, go to Google and type in 420, the numbers, 420, and then JIM. Just type in 420 Jim on Google. The first thing that'll pop up will say petition. Click it. Click that petition. It asks for a name, address, and email. Then you just share it. When it tries to bum money, it don't go to me or the mission. Scroll up a little bit and put no thanks, I'd rather share. But my retina surgery, I had 3 retina surgeries. That's all over with. And I'm ready to continue my last year. This will be my last year. But now that I found my family. I lost track of family for 35 plus years, depending on which ones. I'm going to go down to Florida and see them this year. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. So that's why I decided to do this. Will be the final tour and all. I'll be leaving Arizona. Now I may go New Mexico, and the top panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma and over. Or if I get a couple of sponsors from Texas, I may just do the whole state of Texas. I've done Texas a couple different times. But if they don't want to pitch in and be a sponsor or nothing, oh well, I don't want to go through there. I'd rather go through the legal states where I can get stoned than go through Texas where, I can't have nothing. It's one thing if they help, another if, we don't care, But I've told Texas for 5 years now what was up. They voted into criminalization. That was the worst thing they could have done. The very worst thing they could have done. Have anybody out there seen any of their propaganda they've been running the last couple of weeks? It's been on TikTok more than anywhere. But they've got a Reefer Madness 2.0 campaign going on in Austin, Texas. Just as retarded as when William Randolph Hearst said the filthy Mexicans give it to the blacks and they're raping the white women. Well, who give it to Thomas Jefferson and George Washington? The aliens? There was a idiot cop in Austin that stated, people are dying from THC overdose in our jail and our hospitals. How in the hell are they getting it in their jail? It just don't make sense. Is that Morse code? I haven't mastered Morse code yet, but thank you. Hey, and that reminds me, people, please, the more interaction, the better. The computer don't know what we say or this, that, and the other. They just mark how long someone watches it. If there's a comment, if they share it, likes, dislikes, any interaction is what's good for me, the creator per se. So please, if you can, interact with it. That would be great. A share, a like, a comment. All of them help. Even the bad ones and stuff, which I don't want bad, and I don't encourage bad, and I wouldn't do bad to others. But people want to play around. It don't hurt me. You'll see, it's not going to upset me. Everything is for a reason. And even bad comments are good comments. Just like any publicity is good publicity. I was born in Ironton, Ohio. You mentioned Ohio right underneath there. I was born in Ironton, Ohio. I just sent them. I just had to resend Ironton, Ohio, a copy of the judge's order changing my name. They didn't change my name on my Ohio birth certificate. I had to resend them a copy of the judge's order. They probably just couldn't believe that that it was 420 Jim. I don't know. My license, my Social Security, my Blue Cross Blue Shield, my food, everything I have has 420 Jim on it. My Cash App, my Chime, everything says 420 Jim, except my birth certificate. They forgot to change it, but it should be changed any time now because I sent them a copy of that again. Yeah, all of it pushes the algorithm, absolutely. I don't know who that is. I have no clue who that is. See, I've only did one thing since March 1st of 2014. I've only done one thing: fight to get our cannabis prisoners out of jail, destroy everybody's records, and get it out of the Class 1 and Class 2 narcotics so we have our gun rights back. That's the only thing I've done for the last 10 years myself, personally. Fighting for yours and mine and everybody's rights. This paper was back in August 19th of 2020. That's the hometown of Neil Armstrong. And that's the motorhome. And it had about 30,000 or more signatures on it until a couple of months ago. Thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. And I'm doing my last year's tour right now. Right on. I didn't know that. I'm doing my farewell journey this time around. Of course, people can't sign a petition if they don't know about it. And see, now that I got your attention, I need you to sign the petition. You can sign it at 420 Jim. Just look up 420 Jim on the internet, and the first thing that pops up is the petition. Or go to 420jim.com. Sign that petition. That's what this is all about. Get me 10,000 signatures by the time I get to Florida, and I will pull a permit and stuff to do a march on D.C., collecting more signatures along the way. The whole RV looked like this until a couple months ago. This is my door, of course. And you see how a lot of them are so faded? They only last about a year. So it didn't hurt it when I repainted it, It was time. And when I repainted it, I renamed it because it's a 1987 Winnebago RV. And new paint job and all. And this weekend, I let a couple people tag it. Black Canyon City, Arizona, BCC. And this is what it's about right here. No one belongs in prison for weed. You can do the QR. You can go to my website. But I give you the Cannabago. There's about 100 tags on it now. And that's just from 5 hours Saturday and 5 hours Sunday. I'm parked up here on the main street just right across the road here and let people in town tag it. I'll read these comments in a minute when I go inside. I can't read them out here with the flashing lights and stuff. I was trying, but it's kind of hard. And I have plenty of room, windows. I got a big window in the back, and I got the windows down the side that, I can put a person's, if you had a smoke shop or CB shop or anything, and you just wanted to advertise, we can do that. You can help me keep this on the road by coming to sponsor, and I can advertise your business all the way to Washington, D.C. and back. Kind of a win-win situation. Now let me check out these comments. Sorry about that. It's starting to get a little chilly outside. I hope y'all enjoyed the vehicle. Hey, Vold, I appreciate your comments a lot, my friend. Thank you. Oh, I don't care if they sold 10 ton to the Pope. They need to be free. They need to be out of jail. Everything, all the way to the word marijuana, is a lie. They need to re-clean the slate one time for everybody. Everybody's record should be destroyed. There's so many people that can't get good jobs and stuff because a kid, they got caught with a joint or something. All of that should be taken away. Trump will do it. Whether you like the guy or not, that's the president, and he's the one to do it. But we got to give him the numbers. And you want to prove me wrong and prove Trump wrong? Give me the numbers. Because I believe Trump will do it. Trump says he will do what the American people say. Well, if we don't tell him we want this done, would you do it? Hell no. So give me the numbers, and we get him to do it. I didn't know that about the chess player. I'm not a chess player per se. I mean, I know all the moves, and I can play a little chess, but when you get to these people that do it all the time, yeah, I get my ass kicked a bit here and there. Yeah, but I do know, and I like chess. I like the strategy of chess. I was doing Twitter. I got one, but I haven't been on it for a while. I used to, back when Donald Trump was in office. Oh, I used to. He knows who I am. He knows my vehicle. Back before he became president the first time, the bikers, back when he was running against Obama there, I did a march in D.C. last year Obama was in office. But the year that Trump was running for office, before he got office, I was down at the Suck Bang Blow Bar in Murrells Inlet, South Carolina, for the Bikers for Trump rally. The bikers heard about me and asked me to come, and I was down there for 7 days or 10 days at the Bikers for Trump rally. Now, if that's when he was running with Clinton or something like that, was running against him. And the other party didn't invite me to any of their events, so I didn't go. But I still make the Trump or Chump t-shirt. Trump if he goes green and Chump if he don't. I'm just tired of the governance and stuff keeping up the lies. How can you keep it a class 1 narcotic, hallucinogenic, no medical value, which it is? A lot of people say they declassified it. They did not. Did not. Not yet. Nothing's been done. Yet states sell it as medicines. But here's a kicker. Since 1971, when Nixon declared it a class 1 narcotic, the U.S. government took out the medical patent on it. Come on, you want to straighten shit out and save lives and money and correct a big wrong, Trump, Elon, whatever? Yeah, here's your chance right here. I mean, because the proof's out there. Just like I wish Mr. Trump would use the real word for fake news. It was never called fake news, and that's his name. It was called yellow journalism. And if you do just a little study, go to Google and say, who started yellow journalism? It's going to tell you an asshole named William Randolph Hearst did. The same guy that named cannabis marijuana. True story. Hey, thank you. Hey, do me a favor, please, people. See, I've been on Facebook for 10 years. If you Google, you'll see all about me and whatnot. This is my last year, and I thank the good Lord moved me over to YouTube, it being my last year, because I normally wouldn't be here. I'd keep it on Facebook, but Facebook won't save my lives no more. Not just mine, everybody's. Now, after 30 days, they're permanently deleted. And so that kind of forced me, because I want to save the lives, and I really like it. This is my second week doing the YouTube. I've been getting more and more subscribers each day. I don't care to be. It's nothing about me, believe that. But I got to build this channel. I've got to talk to people and whatnot to get them to sign the petition. Earlier this morning, it was at 107. And, this morning I'm going to get one more person to sign. And if the other 106 got one person to sign, boom, we'd be 2 something and then 4 something. Right on, someone else signed since then. Cool. Who's going to be 420? People need to sign. Get your friends to sign. Keep an eye on that petition. I wonder who's going to be 420. Whoever's name is 420, I'm going to give them a T-shirt. Yeah, the 420th signature. I'm going to definitely look up that one's name and send them a T-shirt. If I can get a hold of them, get their address, I will send them a T-shirt. See, this is the hardest thing. The hardest part's over. It just happened. That's hitting the 100. Now it'll barely start hitting the algorithm. Now, once the next milestone is 1,000. 500, yeah, not going to do much. I mean, that is another step, but it's really 1,000 before it really starts to take off into the algorithm and being put out there as a petition that people are interested in. See, that's how petitions work. If people aren't interested in them, they ain't going to do a damn thing. If I wasn't here every day talking on this and telling y'all about it, nobody'd know about it, nobody'd sign it. I'm not even on the road yet. And look, we got 108 signatures. I thank each and every one of you that have signed that petition from the bottom of my heart. Because, like I say, I haven't even hit the road yet. And, I mean, yeah, 108 ain't many, but that's the hardest 100 to get. And you'll see, once I actually get on the road and people pay a little attention, you'll see the petition go up each day. At first by 5 or 10, and then eventually maybe 20, and then 40, and it could get as big as, who knows, you get 100 signatures a day. You never know. I forget the number that was on Jeff Mazansky's petition that got him out of prison. Maybe Penny Ford or somebody. Next time I see them on, I can ask them and see if they remember. But, it was an ungodly amount. It was a big, huge number. So big that the governor couldn't dodge it. Everywhere he went, everybody asked him about that petition. That's what we need to happen with Mr. Trump and Congress. We need this petition to get so big that they can't dodge it, that they got to answer it one way or another. And all I ask, help me at 10,000 by the time I leave Florida heading towards D.C. And hell, I'll pull a permit to do a march and proudly announce we're coming, But I don't want to go to the trouble of pulling permits and this, that, and the other if I can't get at least 10,000 signatures between Arizona and Florida. I should get that in Texas alone if I went across Texas. Oh, well, I appreciate that. And you know what? So far, you say as soon as the live's done. That's why I don't know when you can sign it at any time. It's 24 hours. But I never know how long my lives are going to be. When people don't no longer show in, it gets really boring and nobody's talking or asking questions. I normally end them. Tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I might do one at 8 a.m. But or no, not Friday, Wednesday and Thursday. Tomorrow, the next day. No guarantee. Just depends what's happening in the morning. Because I was doing them all last week at 8 a.m. and 7 p.m. Damn nose. I'm getting rid of the 8 o'clock one. Because I'm going to be really busy once I get on the road. I'll either be driving, setting up, or doing something. So, from a suggestion of a real good friend of mine, Frankie, I moved that one to noon. So I do 2 lives on YouTube, one at noon and one at 7 p.m. that people can come and see, watch, join, ask questions, whatever. And the good thing about hitting the live button for notifications is if I get pulled over or if I'm set up and cops come to check and see what I'm doing, I could be absolutely doing nothing. And someone send the cops by as suspicious activity. And I always put it on live Facebook normally. Now to be live YouTube. I've had it, where cops come up and ask me if I'm carrying marijuana, and I look at them and ask them if they're carrying donuts. I treat them the way they treat me, If they're good cops, I tell them good cop, bad boy. If they're bad cops, I tell them bad cops, no donut. If they piss on my rights, I put a Calvin pissing on their police department or their mayor or something. And thank God my windows are clean now, so I hope I don't have to do that for a while. Big Stank, hey, how you doing? Yeah, Alex Test is great. But you wouldn't believe the things I've been through on this journey. Back in 2014, I went through an illegal search in a Walmart parking lot in the middle of the night. You would never guess the officers' names. In Tennessee, I kicked a trooper's ass in court, and the headline in the newspaper, it had a picture similar to this one right here. It had a picture of the Cannabis at that time, and it had a 3-letter title. The headline read, "To be blunt." It didn't say I kicked his ass in court, but that's what it insinuated, and I did. Then there's a time the Tennessee trooper caused an accident. That was a year before the Mr. Woody thing. Tennessee's where I legally changed my name. Tennessee's where the first one caught on fire, and a Vietnam vet from Richmond, Virginia, pretty much donated this one to me, and I brought it back to Tennessee, repainted it and everything, beat my court case, and been on the road. But the only petition that don't work is the one that you and your friends are not on. That's the ones that don't work. We get it so big, they have to pay attention to it. And it don't work, then I'll go down that list at change.org. I'll pull up the list on one of my other phones, and 10, 12, or one at a time, I'll read off the names and apologize. I know with all my heart, if we get the numbers, we give him the numbers, he will do it. But if we don't have the numbers, he ain't going to do it. Why would he? What's the excuse for keeping it a class 1 narcotic when we know it has medical value? Back in the day, you couldn't research the plant. You would go to prison for researching the plant. You weren't allowed to research it, publish research, or anything, because they owned a patent on it. That's why they did that. Well, nowadays we know, and the research and all this has come out, we know that there's great medical value. So why in the hell is it still no medical, in a class 1, no medical value? Cocaine is class 2. See, class 1's the highest. It's not like 3's the highest. Hunter Biden got in a bunch of trouble. And what was it? Over a class 2 narcotic. And just signing a gun form. They have 1 million people going in, swiping their driver's license and stuff, admitting that they use a class 1 narcotic, and they have a firearm? Oh shit. Under federal law, that's illegal. And that's the only reason I can think of that's why they haven't dropped it out of a class 1 or class 2. And that's total bullshit. Cigarettes are way more addictive. Alcohol is way more addictive than cannabis is. They put chemicals in the cigarettes to make you crave it and all. But yet those aren't class 1 and 2 narcotics. Aspirin, caffeine, that can kill you. Cannabis can't. So we need to rethink all that shit. Oh, look, education bored a lot of people. It looked like it went down quite a bit. Anybody got any questions, comments, concerns? I am open for questions. Oh, I had a sheriff. He was cool as could be. We talked for about 45 minutes, and it was all done live on a tape. And I was telling him about how William Randolph Hearst named it marijuana, the whole story. Henry Ford built a hemp car that was made of marijuana and ran on marijuana, and he was enjoying it, acting like he was really getting the education and all. And finally I said, I bet you don't even know Abe Lincoln's 2 favorite things to do on his front porch. He looks down at me and says, I bet you're going to tell me smoking marijuana. And I looked at him and said, nope, Google will. And he's like, oh, bullshit. And I'm like, yeah, Google will. His car was on the other side of the RV. He walked over to his car, reached in, got his cell phone, walked back over, added Google and said, what was Abraham Lincoln's favorite thing to do on his front porch? That voice on Google said that Abraham Lincoln's favorite thing was sitting in his swing, playing his harmonica, smoking his pipe full of sweet hemp. Not just hemp, but sweet hemp. Yeah, they knew the difference back then. How the hell did the Mexicans bring it to the blacks and become marijuana and all? Thomas Jefferson, George Washington, Abe Lincoln, they all had it back in the day. George Washington said it should have been sown across the lands. That's why I pulled the permit to hold the very first cannabis event ever at Mount Rushmore. And my bumper stickers had the silhouette of Mount Rushmore. And it said, where great minds got stoned. True story. What's funny, I never knew how to do anything like that. when I seen Mount Rushmore, I'd never seen it before. And then I found out they had an amphitheater. Well, hell, you got that's all over the internet. And always check your resources. But like, have you ever seen Henry Ford's hemp car? Did you know Henry Ford built a car that the body was made from straw, basil, hemp, a resin, and it was 10 times lighter than steel? Or no, 10 times stronger than steel and 1,000 pounds lighter? And did you know such said cars, the Model T and all, was the hemp engine? They all run on hemp fuel. If you didn't happen to know about that, just go to YouTube. Yeah, and you can see the video, the original footage. Go type in Henry Ford hemp car. You will see the car. It'll tell you just what I said, straw, basil, hemp, resin. And you will see a guy at the end of it smack it with the flat part of an axe 3 times. And I mean, he didn't lightly hit it either. He swung that axe and it bounced off all 3 times, didn't even dent. And yes, 1 acre of marijuana makes 300 gallons of burnable fuel. When we burn hemp fuel in our cars, it comes back to the world as fertilizer, not acid rain, like petroleum. Prior to the 1930s, all of our oils, paints, and stuff like that was made from the hemp plant. Yep. Now, I'm not saying we don't need petroleum, because we can't do everything from hemp. But it would help. It would help with everything so far as bringing the fuel down and whatnot. Get rid of this stupid corn that tears up engines and stuff. But yeah. And when the plant grows, it takes out 25% more carbon monoxide than any other plant on Earth, meaning it cleans the air, it produces oxygen, and it filters radiation. Yeah, the cannabis plant's a really amazing plant. And it's because of all the goods is why we can't have it. Plain and simple. Oh, yeah, corn oil? Yeah, absolutely. Any vegetable corn oil? Yeah, it's not yeah, Yeah, no. But petroleum's 100 times worse. And petroleum's in our food, it's in everything, man. It's in our medicines. Yeah. Pharmaceutical. In the Bible, that's more like saying witchcraft. Emporia, Kansas. One of the headlines in Emporia, Kansas, one of my favorite. You know what they put in the paper? You can't spell healthcare without THC. See, I'm going to put that back on both sides of the RV. I just haven't done it yet. In a couple Bible verses. I just haven't done it yet. I'm probably doing it this week. But yeah, you can't spell healthcare without THC. They put that in the Emporia, Kansas newspaper. They left out the second one. You can't spell pharmacy without harm. And I'll, the THC in healthcare, I'll put in a different color, and the word harm in pharmacy, I'll put in a different color so it stands out. Yeah. But at least I got half of it in the newspaper. The tags where I let people ride on the motorhome, Um, first year out, I think it was, someone wrote a poem on one of the pot leaves. And I don't know where. It was between Durango, Colorado, and Emporia, Kansas. That I know. Because Emporia, Kansas is where, well, before Emporia, Kansas. Emporia, Kansas is where they printed it in the paper. I didn't know they was going to put it in the paper. They asked me my favorite tag. And I had noticed this poem that a kid had wrote, took pictures, put it on my social media, hey, this is cool, whatever. And I told him this one. And they ended up putting it in the Emporia newspaper. It said, I was here, but now I'm not. I went somewhere to smoke some pot. I left my name to prove a point. Life's a bitch without a joint. I couldn't believe that I got that in the newspaper. Hell, one of my interviews on TV, they let me say if the whole world lit up a joint at the same time, we'd have world peace for 2 hours. They let me say I wish my grandkids didn't drink alcohol, smoke cigarettes, or nothing. But before they did anything, I'd much rather them smoke a joint. I was surprised they let me say that. Well, it's been an incredible 10 years, my friend, really incredible. We all been through a lot. Every one of us has been an incredible 10 years. And I just know in my heart that if I can get people to pay attention, sign the petition, and get one friend to sign it, take that extra step, not just sign it. Do your duty and get one other person to sign it. That way, when I say, are you sure you signed that petition and you got one friend? One could look one in the eye and say, yeah, man. Or, hey, I actually got a couple. Because I need everybody. There's going to be a lot of people. I'll talk to 100 people in a day. And if 10 of them sign it, that's a great, wonderful day. I kid you not. And 90 of that 100 will tell me. I can have it recorded and show you. My statistics are pretty much right on, And all the adults that want to tag the motorhome, every one of them tell me that they will sign the petition. And I tell them, the motorhome is not the petition. You have to sign that online. Oh, yeah. But they don't. Now, if I can get that up to where half are signing, it'd be mighty powerful this year, and we get them numbers up. So that's why it's real, real important I get some help spreading this petition. And if anybody could help out with a couple of bucks, I need help getting it on the road for the first startup, the first month, the first journey. After this month, I will have $1,000 a month to put in on my own to keep her on the road. Plus, it should make donations by letting people tag it to keep it going. That's how I normally do it. My trouble is, normally, this last couple of months, I would have been working and making money. But because I was having surgeries on my eye instead, I didn't get to make no money this year when I was off the road. So I'm asking people to please help me out and get it on the road here in a couple of weeks. I still need $920 to hit the goal. Somebody wants to sponsor it and get one of these windows. I can put phone numbers, addresses, logos, all kinds of stuff. So anybody'd be interested in helping out, send me a message, hit me up. Main thing, sign that damn petition. Sign the petition. But once I get this on the road, it'll carry itself from there. So, anybody could help out with a couple bucks, I'd really appreciate it. I hate asking, but I really need to get started out this time. It's going to suck to have no money to start out on. But I have all the faith in the good Lord above, so I'm not sweating it, But hey, if you don't ask, then people don't know I need it. But anybody that's on my page or has been following me for years, I've got some of them following me the whole 11 years, say I needed a tire. I need $100. Well, I'd always post, just got 20, just got 10. When I hit $100, I let everybody know, yo, I've got enough. I don't ask for any more than I need. Like, I'm asking for 1,000, but I didn't. When I set the GoFundMe up, it's for 1,000. Well, 2 people made a donation, not going through the GoFundMe. Most people wouldn't even tell people about that or count it, but I do. That's buying a battery, so that's part of the 1,000. So I'm like that. I let people know, well, now I only need 920, even though GoFundMe says 1,000. I only need 920. And when it gets down like that, boom, I can correct it in the GoFundMe, whatever. But people don't realize with the GoFundMe, you only get like 800. If you get 1,000 in donations, yeah, you only end up getting about 800. They get their share, which is cool, but I had 2 different friends. One cash at me a $60 donation, and another one cash at me a $20 donation. And I really appreciate that. That's actually going to pay for the battery I need. But now, the biggest thing I need is a generator, and we're talking about $450 to $500. So that's the biggest part of the expense. The rest is tune-up, insurance for the year. My insurance only $150 for the year. Yep. And my AAA towing, which gives me 100 free tow miles if I break down, that's about the same. So I get AAA towing and insurance, $300 a year for both. So you can't beat that. And I should be ready to head to Florida first week of April. Good Lord willing, the creek don't rise. Well, I'm not too far from calling it an evening. Anybody else got any questions, comments, concerns? Oh. Well, my friends, I'm going to get out of here. Please hit the subscribe and turn on the live notifications so you know when I pop in live. You never know when that's going to happen. Usually it's going to be good or could be good. So, like if I get pulled over or if the cops get called over or for some reason, whatever. If you just like to be nosy and watch what happens, make sure you have the lives turned on. You can find me on Facebook. Type in my name, FOURTWENTYJIM. You can go down my timeline for 5 years and see all kinds of stuff. You can Google it, 420 Jim. If you Google 420 Jim, the first thing that pops up, the petition. Sign it. Click that button and sign it, please. And if you want to, scroll past that and you'll see hundreds of stories. But like I say, it's not about me. It's about the petition. But I'm just trying to point out how long I've been on the road, how hard I've fought to get your signature on a petition this year. Please sign it and share it. And hey, thank you. I'll be back tomorrow at noon and again at 7 p.m. I may be here at 8 o'clock in the morning if I'm doing nothing, but definitely noon and tomorrow evening at 7. Until then, peace, love, and cannabis for all. One team, one dream, united we stand, and if we try, we can all get along. My dogs Lulu and Jack love you, I love you, and Jesus loves you. Have a wonderful evening. Good night, folks. Hope to see you tomorrow.